So today is an exciting day. We have the new Royal Mint's latest gold sovereign, and here he is. So this is not the 2023 gold sovereign, even though it comes after the 2022. This is the 2022 memorial sovereign. So this is a little sneaky one that the Royal Mint have thrown in there, and so there will be a 2023 sovereign as well, whenever that comes out. I'm not quite sure, but by the time you watch the video, you know it might not be far away. So this is the memorial sovereign. Now, it is obviously this coppery colour, a bit like the last one, and the design has the coat of arms. So let me just grab the 2022 as well, and we'll take a look side by side. So here we go, and you'll notice first of all that the bullion versions compared to the proof, the first thing I really notice is it's hard to get the design to stand out. So here, if I hold at that angle, you can see, but you see if I tilt this way, it's hard to really get the design to stand out at all. Whereas the proof version, you know, you really do get the design popping. So if you do just like to look at the coins and want to see the designs, then yes, the proof version would be good for that. And I'll show you some of the other special year sovereigns in a moment. But yeah, this is a bit of a first, I think. So normally when the monarchs change over in the past, you know, from Edward to George, and obviously from Victoria to Edward, there haven't been like a special memorial sovereign kind of release like this. So it is a bit of a first as far as I'm aware. And yeah, what will happen, you'll obviously have the 2022 which have Liz on, so we'll just flip these over, and then you'll have the 2022 memorial which obviously has King Charles on, and I've just steamed them up a bit there. I'll not wipe them off, but yeah, it's just a bit of condensation. I think these were a little bit cold, my hand's obviously quite warm. So yeah, what you'll find is there we go. They're both 2022, and they both have obviously the different monarchs on. So 2023 sovereign will just be the king, as far as I'm aware, and I believe we'll also be getting a special design, so that will be something different. Just over here I have a 2002, which is one of the Queen's Jubilee years. So we've got this special design which is based on the old shields, like we had here for young Victoria. And then we had in 2012 another Jubilee year, and therefore a special design. It does just about pop there, but it does show up a lot better in the proof version. And then we also have this Timothy Node edition, which is 2005. Now, I'm not really sure what the occasion was. Maybe it was just, you know, something a bit different, try something new, bring in a bit more money for the Royal Mint. I'm not sure, but anyway, we have a special year there. So yeah, this is my first coin with Charles on. And just a point, while we've got some older sovereign, well, we've got an older sovereign there, I'll just put them side by side so you can see the sort of the difference. And yeah, the modern sovereigns do look very coppery. I've got a handful of change in my pocket. Let me just see if there's, oh, there we go, there's a copper coin. Oh wow, this is knackered. Look at that. So that's just a circulating coin. Wow, it's barely even legible, that. Can't believe I got given that. 2p. What a mess. Looks like it's been through a lawnmower or something. Wow, anyway, we've got a not quite brilliant uncirculated 2p, and you can see it's not quite the same colour, but you know, it is coppery looking compared to these older sovereigns. So I do prefer the older sovereigns, and we're just going to have a little look again at the back of the coin. So the reverse, obviously the obverse has the front, and that has the portraits. So yeah, the first thing you can see is obviously we've got this like royal arms design, and I've got that here as well in 1 ounce gold. So there's various versions of the 1 ounce, various versions of the coat of arms. So generally you've got a lot of shields and crowns and lions and unicorns and things. So we've got the same kind of theme. And yeah, last year obviously was this one, the Platinum Jubilee. And this year we have a similar one, just kind of got looks like spaghetti really, or noodles. It looks very busy, I would say. That's probably the first word I would describe it. And if you look at the very bottom, just under the ribbon, the date is very, very small. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but you're looking on the left-hand coin at 6 o'clock, right at the bottom. That's 2022. So, yeah, the 2023 Sovereign will be out soon, and obviously when that comes, I will have one of those on the channel. In terms of the 2022 Sovereign, you know, generally the special years, like I mentioned over here, they do quite well. And by that I mean in the bullion form, you know, you're probably going to expect a little premium on top of, you know, your normal bullion sovereigns. But while they're in the present year, they're a good time to pick them up. So the premium will probably be lowest on the year of the release. You know, if you're trying to backdate and catch up, that's when premiums could creep up a little bit, especially on these, you know, different designs. Would I sort of buy a load of them expecting to get rich? Probably not. You know, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to be the case. I would just buy, you know, the standard best value gold sovereign that's in a nice condition. You know, moving forward, I do want to get a few of these, just a few spares and whatnot, just depending on the price. And I've got obviously a tube of the 2022s. But, you know, ultimately I do prefer the older sovereigns, so it's nice to have, you know, an example or two. You know, if you're a collector, if you're just wanting to get the different types and different sets, then perhaps one will be enough. If you're a stacker, then, you know, you're going to be best just stacking the best value, lowest premium coins that you can get at a good quality. So I don't think we're going to see the George and the Dragon design on the 2023 Sovereign either. I will be obviously picking some of those up. Like I'll just keep, you know, picking up bullion sovereigns as I do, as I stack. I am getting pretty close with the date run though, backdating to, you know, into the Victorian years. So there's not a lot of dates left really. You're going to see a lot more sovereigns coming up on some future videos because there's about 25 this week that I've picked up. I've had quite a good week, so you'll start to see those coming out soon. And that is the 2022 Memorial Sovereign. So let me know what you think of that and how does it compare with the 2022 to you. So if I had to choose just based on the design, I would probably say I prefer the 2022, the Platinum Jubilee Sovereign, which is obviously this one here. So if pushed, I would probably say I do prefer that. Now, it's okay, you know, I'm not saying I don't like the design, but it's quite busy, got a lot going on, you know, a bit of spaghetti there. I do think the 2022 looks cleaner, so be interested to hear what you think, and obviously we would all prefer the colour to be that nice yellow gold.